Hello everybody, and I'm just trying to make sure this is right. Yes, okay, I think it is. Today we are talking about the Ascension Flames, and I think that that's so exciting because we're going to just experience them. Hi Tricia, and bring the flames down. Hello Alicia, and thank you so much Alicia for the special King of the Unicorns orb that you sent me. I'm so thrilled. Here is the King of the Unicorns card, and it was just awesome. And hi Alison and Freya and Kirsten. Hiya. So are you all ready to receive the keys and codes within the Ascension Flames? That's the aim, to help everybody's frequency to rise so that we can access more of the amazing energy. Hi Liz, hi Sheetal, hi Julie. I'm so excited you are here, Julie. It's really special when we bring in the high frequency energies, and I just love doing it. And the other thing I'm going to talk about is my book, The Wonder of Unicorns, has been kind of revised, and they're bringing it out again, and this time it's got lots and lots of pictures in it from the, find one that I can just show you on the picture. So lots of pictures all the way through it from the unicorn cards. So I think it'll be lovely. I know it will be. I've been reading it again for the Zoom I'm doing on the 3rd of November with lots and lots of new energies in it. I find it's really strange the way that everything suddenly comes up, and before that there's nothing. Oh, there are more. Hi Michelle and Esther and Darlos and Lydia and Kansala and Nisa and Patty and Lisa and Deborah. Hi Marianne. And what's it like in Scotland at the moment? Is it raining or is it nice? Hi Alison, hi Patricia and Natasha. Julie, thank you. And Ellen and Hella from Denmark and Hanneke. And hi Francesca and Sarah, and Catherine and Anne and Lisa from Cuba. Oh, interesting. I think I've missed a few. Anita, sorry, John, Irena, Miriam. Oh, Miriam, you're coming to Hamburg in November. Lovely. It's going to be very exciting and different because I'm working on the Lemurian energies and the wisdom, and on the Friday night on the healing. So I look forward to seeing you. And please, will you come and say hello? And Simona and John, I've said hi already, and Barbara and Barbie. Unicorns, yes, unicorns are special. Are you doing the Zoom on the 3rd of November? That's what I'm really, really looking forward to. Okay, I was hoping to see, oh great, I haven't got Natasha. Maybe I have Teresa, Sharon and Denise and Catherine and Katrina and Bernadette, hi, and Margaret from Vienna. Okay, so shall we start with a card? I'm taking out the King and Queen of the Unicorns because they fell out typically, and I want to just say a little bit about them later on, because in the Zoom I'm going to introduce you to the King and Queen of the Unicorns and meet their incredible energy. So, oh, we've got the Christ. Wow. Open the door to the kingdom of heaven. Now, isn't that interesting when we're talking about the Ascension Flames, which enable us to ascend, hopefully into the 7th heaven. So, absolutely brilliant. That is our message for tonight. And I'll start with an email I had. In fact, the only question I've had on for tonight's Facebook Live, which is interesting. Sometimes you get loads. And she says, this is Natasha, I'm sorry to be so selfish, but I feel desperate. And if you're listening to this, Natasha, or if you're anyone that feels like this, you are not selfish. You deserve to have your questions answered and to receive the help that you need. You absolutely do. And then she says, can you ask the Ascension Flames and the angels to burn away my depression? I am 42 and I've never felt so unhappy. Since August of this year, I've had difficulty getting out of bed. Okay, now that's really, really tough. And only sensitives get depressed. So if you know that someone's depressed, you know that they're taking in the energy around them. And then you've got to do a lot of clearance, not just for yourself, but of the area around you. And for some people, it's really tough. Now, of course, you might be depressed because of something going on in your life as well, but it opens you up to all the energies around you. Now, 42, it's an interesting age because every 7 years you have a review by your overlighting archangel. And so the years of 7 and 14 and 21 are very important. And 42 seems to be a particularly important time. Now, I had my rock bottom experience when the angel came in when I was 42. And so many people do. And at that time, your overlighting archangel is going to be looking at your life. And if you need a little extra help, that's when a new door opens. That's when something happens to lift you into a higher energy. So, Natasha, take hope from that. Try and take a decision. I know when you feel like that, it's so hard even to get out of bed, but try and take a decision. Now, remember, when you connect to the earth, you are connecting to Lady Gaia. And when you connect to her and feel her love and her welcome, it helps to dissipate the awful feeling of depression. So walking helps because you're connecting to Gaia, and the pure energy of nature helps. But I thought that we would start by bringing in Lady Gaia's Ascension Flame. Now, this is a blue-green light, and it contains the codes of Earth, of planet Earth. And these are keys and codes of belonging to this planet, of understanding it, of feeling welcome on it. The keys and codes remind you that Lady Gaia invited you to be here, and that you have every right to be here, and that you are loved and blessed while you're here. So difficult to remember when we've gone through the veils of amnesia and we have to deal with all the karma that's been around, the ancestral stuff, and we're taking on that cloak now and clearing it. So I hope this will help you, Natasha. I hope that you will open up to the energies that are going to come in a moment. Sorry, I've got a dog under my feet and I can't get my feet properly on the floor. That's better. And the first thing I want you and everyone else that's engaged with this to do is put your feet flat on the floor. Be very aware of your Earth Star Chakra. And this is magnetically pulling you into the earth so that you can feel the love of the earth. So close your eyes if you want to. And we're setting the intention of bringing in Lady Gaia's blue-green Ascension Flame. she's like she's coming out and she's standing in front of you, or one of her angels is. She's a 9th dimensional throne in charge of the planet. Her energy is awesome. How she's appearing now is in a kind of rainbow of lights, but she's also got the blue-green energy around her. Okay. Now before she brings in her flame, open yourself up to this. She is placing a cloak, but it's like a rainbow cloak, and on the outside of the rainbow is a blue-green light. And I think that that's a very protective energy. So just feel the cloak going over you. This will help you to accept the energies of the flame and to keep the keys and codes in your energy field. So, Lady Gaia is right now placing the most enormous blue-green flame with a golden center right over you now. Breathe it in. You may be aware of golden keys and codes within the flame. If you're not, it doesn't matter. They are at a very high frequency. And what they're doing now is igniting the keys and codes of Earth within you. Lady Gaia says this is to help make your experience on Earth more bearable or more enjoyable. They may even ignite the true happiness that is possible on Earth. And while you have this flame over you, Lady Gaia is holding up a giant cosmic mirror. And she's saying, see who you truly are and let the little you go. And then Lady Gaia is just stepping back. Her all-encompassing love and warmth is available to you. But she is stepping back from you. And the flame is just slowly coming down and being absorbed in your energy fields, in your spiritual, mental, emotional, and finally in your physical body. And she's saying that she really hopes that you accept the energy of her flame, because it has come to you with great love. I'd love to hear any comments on what you experienced or what you felt. No, Vicky, I can't hear any music in the background. There isn't any music here. What is the way of the world on this moment? Well, the way of the world is that we are really, really trying to raise our frequency. And lots of people, it's been like we're in a washing machine. And so the dark shadow is coming out. And as it comes out, it has to be cleared. Well, people who get depressed are taking in some of that and passing it through their energy system. Or that is one of the things that people are doing. And that there are other things. And of course, every time we ask the unicorns, the dragons, the angels to clear, they're taking away some of this shadow. So she tells us, how do we clear the energies around us effectively? Bring in the gold and silver violet flame. That is, Marianne, you broke up with a lovely guy when you were 42. Oh, you had your heart attack. Oh, first heart attack, Wendy, when you were 42. It is a very, very important year. Okay, back to what lots of people sending you hugs, Natasha, and understanding what you're feeling like. I hope you're watching. I hope you'll take it in the high frequency energy and it dissolves some of that low frequency energy that you've absorbed. Oh, Charity, how lovely. It's your birthday. What a lovely name. What a name to choose. Beautiful. And so the violet flame. Now, if you just bring in the violet flame, it's very powerful, but it opens you up. So it opens your energy fields up. This is why I say bring in the gold and silver violet flame or the cosmic diamond flame, cosmic diamond violet flame. I mean, I often walk down the road and make sure I'm in a great big cosmic diamond violet flame with the diamond around, because the energy of Gabriel on the outside of that diamond, it is a protection. And so the violet flame works inside and the diamond protects you and cuts away some of the lower patterns. I personally think that that's one of the best ways of clearing the energies around. Of course, that's your personal energies. You can ask the dragons, I'm always saying this, you can ask the dragons to come in and clear the energies in your home and in other places. We did this, I think, last Facebook Live or another time recently, and it's very, very important. Yet you struggle with feeling depressed. I feel it has a lot to do with not being more out in the world with what I love. I'm 56 years of age. Okay, Yetta. Do you know, one of the things that is depression is that you are in the center of a muddy pool. Your thoughts are the mud. They go round and round, and every decision you want to take is painful. You get mud on you. So any decision is better than no decision, because at least you're setting out away from the muddy pool, even if you have to go through it first. And that is the biggest way of getting out of that space and moving into something new and exciting. Now, the archangel to ask is Archangel Gabriel. Ask for clarity about which step to take. And when you have that clarity, start moving. And if you don't get the clarity, start moving and just get out there and decide what you do like doing and find a way of doing more of it. Remember The universe always supports you when you move. When you're stuck, there's very little the universe does. But when you move, they're with you. Your guardian angel is pushing you. The forces of the universe are trying to help you. So, Angel, not a fiend, saw a unicorn in the field very early morning on the way to Gatwick, given a workshop the night before when unicorns had come in. The driver was playing bargains, which I love, so I was in a meditative state. Oh, I can't see the rest of it unless I'll see if I'm present. Oh, yes. Looking out of the window, saw a small white horse in the field, thinking, what is that little horse doing by itself in the middle of nowhere? Its head was down, but when it lifted its head, there was the horn. I was astonished and wanted to stop, but we're on the motorway and the driver didn't speak much English. I watched it until it was out of sight. Oh, how absolutely fantastic. And thank you for sharing that. Do you know, that is a real energy raiser to read about unicorns. Oh, Henrik, I'm sorry, I've missed it. Connected with the crystal skull. I'm sorry, it's gone too fast for me. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Right. I haven't had any comments about the actual bringing in of Lady Gaia's flame. If you found it helpful, if you could see it, if you could feel the energies coming in. Oh, yes, here we are. Sophie, you felt shivering. Sandy, you felt peaceful. So it's interesting, Helen, that you felt shivering. Just do it again and do it very calmly. Rainbow crystal cluster arrived today. Oh, lovely. Jacqueline, that was awesome. You felt you were being grounded as her cloak was put over me. You've warm feet now. It's obviously absolutely the right flame for you, Jacqueline. You were getting that love right in. Catherine, you saw yourself with blue skin and long hair and big blue eyes. Let me see if I can. Oh. Big blue eyes. Right. The floor got cold under your feet, Esther. And you felt the love of Lady Gaia. Why, yeah, Margaret, what a wonderful, intensive energy with Lady Gaia. She helps you all the time. Great. Favourite colours, green and blue together, says Julie. You saw a huge golden key above your head. Fantastic. Julie says, beautiful, loving and powerful, all colours, strings coming together, heart connection. She is magnificent. Yes, she is. And I felt a tremendous love, tears during the process. New light language and new codes. Fantastic. Golden glitter, beautiful blue and purple colours, so much more. Fantastic. And your Gaia's presence was magnificent. So wonderful, like coming home, like was being held. Well, that's why we did it, because of Natasha's email about the depression. When you feel you're coming home, it does help it. Barbie. Oh dear, you felt drained. Well, I think Lady Gaia is probably not the right person to call on to help you. I would call on the fire dragons to make sure you've got a really solid energy around you and they're burning up the lower energies. You see, you're a sensitive, you take it in. Oh, you've got energy coming through your crown chakra. Colour, beautiful colours. Sorry. Lovely energy, says Tina. Your feet are hot. Good. Right. Okay. You see purple and blue and yellow and grounding. Okay. Sheetal, you'll use that. Yeah. Violet flame. You felt very strong energy in your crown chakra. Another one with Lady Gaia, which is interesting, isn't it? And you saw keys coming in, Pat. Ah, right, Annette, that's lovely. Your chakra column sucked in the green, blue, and gold energy. Then it spread around your aura like a lemniscate. That's a new word. When your video comes up, you get anxious. You don't know what to do when the anxiety hits you. Well, that would be a good one for grounding. we get anxious when we unground and when we don't breathe. Breathing, as you know, is your connection to source. So when you're anxious, you're breathing shallowly, you disconnect from the source and from Lady Gaia. So that flame would be very good for you, along with proper breathing to help your anxiety. And oh, right, there's lots more coming. I didn't realize it would go down like this. Prem, you're an empath. You're under attack all the time in the chaotic world as it shifts into Golden Age. Definitely impacts on your well-being. Well, it's like moving from empath to empathy to compassion. It's a step change in the heart center. Right. Marion says, Lady Gaia's flame came through my body and is resting in my abdomen, which has been giving you some physical pain. Right. Well, that's really excellent. I'm going to have to move these down. I have a sense of healing and colour. Well, thank you for all your comments. I love it when there's lots and lots of comments. That's brilliant. And it would suggest that perhaps it's time to move on, because what I'd like to do now is Vosloo's Ascension Flame. I know you all love Vosloo, and he is pale yellow, though he's usually seen with a great sun on his chest, and he carries the codes of Helios. He brings in happiness, divine happiness, something in this rather turbulent time we could all do with. And it also brings in the pure divine masculine. Now, the pure divine masculine is the protector for the highest good, the one that protects all those in need, which have not got so much strength as you have, and looking after all of that. And now, as you know, he was the highest frequency high priest in the golden era of Atlantis. And he brought in the energy, or the keys and codes, if you want to put it that way, to create the jump shift that made Atlantis the legendary time that we know now. And so Vosloo is an extraordinary being, and his ascension flame is truly awesome. It's like yellow, but not the palest yellow, just a bit brighter than that, with the sun in it. So maybe with an orange center of power, and bringing through those keys from Helios, the great central sun, which is the sun beyond our sun. And Vosloo works with Metatron. So they work together to bring the energies higher. So, well, I love that from you, Kiliki Kakonen. What a lovely alliteration. You said you don't understand everything, but you feel the energy. Great, because this is about energy. Sometimes it's about information being transferred, but what we're doing tonight, bringing in the Ascension Flames, is about energy. Oh, no, you've got that. Somebody else is saying the same thing. Yeah. Okay, let's get grounded again. Now, you remember, just get those feet flat on the floor. Vosloo is the most amazing high priest. Just look down or sense your Earth Star Chakra like a silver ball. And the more shimmering it is, the more evolved it is, the bigger it is, the better. Because as you grow, as you develop more of your potential, that ball of your Earth Star Chakra grows bigger and bigger. It reaches down into Lady Gaia, connects into the heart of Lady Gaia, But now we're calling in a great cosmic being. Lord Vuslu comes through Stonehenge. Oh, wow, I can feel his awesome energy starting to come now. And we're asking him to bring his beautiful yellow ascension flame with the keys and codes for our jump shift into ascension and energy and keys in it that enable us as light workers to help the whole planet to ascension. And he is bringing this ascension flame, which he has prepared especially for you. He's standing in front of you now. You might feel his energy. And he's bringing it right down over you. Right down over you till it touches the ground and you are in the center of this extraordinary light. He's also showing me that he is touching your chakras. Okay, I'll go through them. And he wants me to come from the stellar gateway down. Within the flame, there is energies that are working on each of your chakras. And these also contain the codes of happiness because ascension is happiness. Stellar gateway, the soul star, the causal, the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, the sacral, the base, right down into your earth star and watch it expand as it grounds the energy of this ascension flame, and the ascension flame within your earth star is lighting up and in some cases even expanding your potential for this lifetime. Lord Vuslu has placed the flame over you so that it's right over your energy fields. At the same time, he is reaching in energetically and touching both your eyes. Not quite clear about why he's doing this, but for everyone, he's touching your eyes. Notice how it feels. He's also saying you're doing what you're meant to be doing. Everything is changing so rapidly that once he's made this connection with you, he is watching over you. He is working with your guardian angel. It's not just helping with your jump shift into ascension. It's helping you to help all those around you. By tuning in to this, you have undertaken to do this. Your soul knew that before you tuned in. Your work as a light worker is going to expand. He says, tell him about your feelings, your anxieties, your depressions, your hopes. And he cannot always, he says, but very often use your soul energy to help you move through into something better. Now his flame is round you, but getting smaller. It's coming in as the energy within it, which is extraordinary, is just being absorbed fully into your energy fields. Right into your energy fields until it's just a line of light right down through your chakras. But now he's saying something quite extraordinary. He's saying, having brought that energy into you, will you please sense who you truly are again? And this time, see your cosmic self that reaches right out to the stars. And this time, that enormous, vast you, he is placing his flame over the cosmic you. And he wants you to experience yourself as a great galactic master with that flame of light over you, expanding you at a soul level. You are visible throughout the universe at this moment. Let yourself be seen. And then that energy is just staying around you, and it will slowly, slowly either be absorbed into your essence or dissipate It's your choice. And then open your eyes. Wow, that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting Bruce to come in and do that. Oh, Georgia, how fantastic. You were meeting him at Stonehenge and you received a great bright yellow flame going through the chakras. Oh, touching your eyes feels like a veil has been lifted. That's really interesting. Hello, Asha. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Marco and Rona. Very interesting because I didn't get clarity about why he was touching our eyes when he was doing such an extraordinary cosmic thing to us at a galactic level. So, absolutely amazing. I can't wait to hear what any of you are saying about that. Berit, you have a flame with yellow, pink and blue colours. And Esther, as soon as you tuned in, your third eye and hands became warm, glowing and tingling. Hi, Cicero. Oh, Patricia, you just returned from Stonehenge. Yeah, Saskia, what an energy. Tracy, thank you. So lots of stars. Louis, most powerful thing I've ever experienced, and I understood his message fully. Great. You saw a purple colour when he touched your eyes. Yeah, Carmony, you don't think you tuned in by accident. I think your guardian angel was pushing you to where you were. Exactly what you needed to continue your work, yes. Thank you, Lord Vooslu. So we can communicate with him directly, absolutely. And you saw Raphael's caduceus too, that's brilliant. You asked for it this morning and you got it. Okay, Barbie, that's interesting. You felt compelled to gently shake your head from side to side when he touched your eyes, which intensified the sensation. Julie, you had healing and you've had operations on your eyes. Great, I'm so glad you see that. Katrine, it was a direct way to the soul when he was touching your eyes. Thank you. Wow. Cosmic experience. You saw the mermaid and ocean life when his flame entered your throat chakra. Right, that's absolutely fabulous. I am so glad. Let's see. Oh, it's 1:45. The time goes so quickly. Oh, which other code one shall we do? How about Lantos? Lanto is the codes of Uranus, bringing in the universal connection. Feels like after Vuslu, that feels like an amazing one to follow with. Now, Lanto was the high priest in Atlantis who developed his heart center to such a level that you could actually see it glowing underneath his skin. Can you imagine? He also is yellow, and he can do anything. But for this, the flame he is bringing in today is, he said, is going to work with the codes of Uranus. Now, Uranus is the crown chakra of the universe, and its ascended aspect is Urane. Remember, when you say the ascended aspect of one of the stars, you receive a little download of energy from that place each time. It helps make the connection grow stronger. And so this is about connecting with everything, being ready to be who you can truly be. So we haven't got so much time because it keeps rushing past, but let's call in Lanto, the great high priest of Atlantis, the great, great master. Okay. Lanto, great high priest of Atlantis. Bringing in your beautiful yellow Ascension Flame to help us ascend. It's a given that this also helps to open your heart center, because the heart is what really connects you to everything and everyone. The heart is the oneness. And Uranus connects you to every star and planet in the universe. So he asks, are you ready to receive his flame now? And as soon as you energetically are ready, he is placing his beautiful, magnificent flame of love and universal connection right over you. And this is a wonderful yellow vibration, but it contains pink love. Feels like the pink in the very center is coming in and staying around your heart center. Okay, very interesting that Venus has landed on my lap in the middle of that. Obviously feeling the energy. So yeah, and what he's basically saying is that the heart center enables the links to be made with the rest of the universe. What he wants the keys and codes of his Ascension Flame to do is light your heart so that it glows through your skin. Just sense it, feel it, imagine it, so that the light is glowing right through your skin, through your clothes, so everyone can see you. And as this glows, so your chakras, your higher chakras open, and your crown chakra, which is linked to Kirene, just sends out a burst of firework of light, connecting you to every star and planet, galaxy in the entire universe and beyond. He's saying, don't limit yourself. This is the message of his flame. There is no limitation. You can do anything. Oh, wow, that's interesting. He says it's not by chance that people have broken the barriers of running the marathon in under 2 hours and swimming the channel 4 times. All these things are being broken now to remind you there are no limitations. And that is one of the big messages of his Ascension Flame, and the keys and codes that free you from limitation are now at work in your energy fields. Just accept them. Mentally send out to accept them. Wow. Thank you, Lanto. Thank you. And then just open your eyes when you're ready. I wasn't expecting that, yeah. Goosebumps until the light was yellow, golden, pulsing in my third eye, coming in waves, warm waves like the spotlight, says Louise. Same here, says Yanni. Linda, lovely. That tingles under the sole of the feet when his flame was over. I saw a hand moving the energy around and a pressure in front of each of your chakras. Now that's very interesting. Katerina says beautiful. Yeah, Julian, I'm receiving healing. Do you know, that was amazing, wasn't it? I was not expecting that. I'm sorry about the noisy dogs. I'm afraid you're going to have to switch it off because they won't go anywhere else except in here. You saw the golden light down through your crown. Hi, Martin. Just finishing off now. Okay. Oh, you've got tingles on the right side of the top of your head. That's interesting. Opening up petals in your crown, I imagine. Oh, you saw a rainbow surrounded by white light. Okay. Well, Lanto is the most extraordinary being. And that was so interesting to see that energy that he brought in, which I hadn't expected, which is always why it's so lovely to do these Facebook Lives, because things happen all the time that you don't expect. And I was going to say something. In fact, I got the cards out. They both, I said, I need the King and Queen of Unicorns. And almost the first card, well, I think it was the second card, was the Queen of Unicorns. And the very last card in the pack was the King of Unicorns, which was quite symbolic. They were obviously fairly together. And I'm doing a Zoom about unicorns on the 3rd of November. And one of the many things we're doing is connecting with the King and Queen of the Unicorns. They are the pictures of the unicorns from the unicorn cards are throughout the new edition of my book. So there are pictures from the cards everywhere in the book. Of course, they don't just come up now, do they? They're about every 4 pages, I think. And so it's been beautifully done. Oh, here we are. And but the book is the same with just a few additions. And that's coming out very shortly. And as you know, I'm writing a new book, which is completely different again on another level about the unicorns and their energy and the amazing things that they do. So I'm hoping to see lots of you on the Zoom on November the 3rd. It's called The Wonder of Unicorns. Next week, well, I'm going to be doing readings, but I had a whole lot of Ascension Flames that I was thinking of bringing in, which are different from the usual ones. And so maybe we do some readings and also do an Ascension Flame. Now, Charity said it was her birthday today. So let's pick a unicorn card for Charity. Okay, one's fallen out. 2 have fallen out. One is manifestation. Focus on a vision beyond yourself and your unicorn will help you, which I think is lovely. That is the whole purpose of the unicorns. As soon as you focus on a vision beyond yourself, you do service work, you send the energy out, the unicorns see your light and they are with you. And so Charity, for you and for anybody else that's watching, this is a message to tell you to focus on the vision and your whole year will be amazing. The other card that fell out was magic. There is magic around you, so expect excitement and joy. Look at the treasure chest there and the light coming in. especially touching the unicorn and the treasure chest. This is going to be a magical year for you, Charity, but for everybody else who's looking at this card and it's just touching them. So have a great time. Looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday, and lots of love to everybody.